We got a call during our taping of the kite, but here's my finished kite. There's SpongeBob SquarePants, a square head, square pants, but a rectangle for a belt. There's this pineapple under the sea who lives in a pineapple under the sea, SpongeBob SquarePants. I love the ocean. Look at that. There's a shell on the bottom. I didn't get a treasure chest drawn, Mrs. Brown. But look up here. There's other ideas for kites. There's tulips, birds, sun. There's a rainbow butterflies and a dandelion. I think you can come up with some great ideas. I can't wait to see them. But now it's time to work on our shape book. So please take your shape book from your folder and turn to the page with the mouse in the wagon. This says trace the large rectangle. Oh, this must be a rectangle. It has 2 long sides and 2 short sides. Hey, wait a minute. 2 long sides and 2 short sides? Why, this paper is a rectangle. 2 long sides and 2 short sides. Look around your house. Do you see something that's a rectangle? I bet the device you're watching this on is a rectangle shape. Here are some other rectangles. It's a blackboard or a whiteboard, a chalkboard. A cell phone is a rectangle, 2 long sides, 2 short sides. There's a map. A map is a rectangle, whether you hold it long ways or tall or long, it's still a map and it's a rectangle. There's a calculator. A calculator helps us add numbers together. Even some of the buttons and the screen are rectangles. Oh my goodness, I bet the door in your house is a rectangle. 1, 2, 3, 4 little rectangles inside one big rectangle. What shape is that doorknob? You're right, it's a circle. You're getting so smart. There's a flag. Each of the stripes is a rectangle, and then the flag itself is a big rectangle. Can you see some other things at your house that are rectangles? I'm sure you can. Well, friends, let's take a look at this worksheet and see what we can do. Here we go. There's a mouse in the wagon, and the sides of the wagons are rectangles. I'm going to get a purple crayon and trace the rectangle. Trace means write right over top of the purple line. I pinch my crayon with 2 fingers and then I put my 3rd finger here. These 2 fingers, they're just hiding. They have nothing to do. They get to rest. Short line down, and a long line across. I went off the line a little bit there, but I can try to do better. I think I did better, Mrs.
I
Brown.
think you're doing good.
Yeah, everybody makes mistakes. Now, is this a rectangle? Should I color that, friends? No, you're right. That's round and round and round. That's a circle.
I didn't see what you were pointing at. Sorry.
Oh, it's a circle.
Aren't you going to color the big one?
I could color the big one, Mrs. Brown. That's a great idea. We'll color the big rectangle. There we go. Now back to here. Here's a rectangle. I'm going to color that in. Take a look, friends. Can you point to another rectangle? You're right. The wagon handle is pointing to this. Even though it's sideways, it's still a rectangle, isn't it? Here's a rectangle that's standing up and down. It's a tall one. Can you find another one? Is this a rectangle? Oh no, it has 4 sides, but they're all the same. Do you remember what that's called? You're right, it's a square. Great looking, there's another rectangle. Good job, friends. And can you find some more? I see one here, you're right. I think we found them all. What's that? I missed one? Oh, for goodness sake, goodness gracious sakes alive. There's the last rectangle. Oh, I went out of the line a little bit, but that's okay. Everybody makes mistakes. Wow, Mrs. Brown, there's a lot of rectangles there. Now, friends, if you'd like, you can color the mouse. But before we do, let's count the rectangles. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, the number 7. Do you remember how we made that? We made a line across and then we made a slide down. It's the number 7. Trace it with your finger, a line across, and then we slide down. The number 7. Now, friends, on the back of this paper,
Mrs. Beck,
what?
I think they should color their mouse too.
Yes, I did tell them
Oh.
to color their mouse. Yes, indeed. I wonder what color they'll make the balloon. The balloon's floating, Mrs. Brown. I like that. Now, on the back of your paper, you can color something that you like that's a rectangle. I bet somebody might make this kind of rectangle, Mrs. Brown. It's long, it's green, and you need one of these to play with this rectangle. Uh-oh, that's black. I want it brown. Whoopsie daisy. You see brown? Here it is. I know what that'll be. You need one of these to play on this. Do you know what it is, Mrs. Brown?
I can tell. It's a
Yay!
football
It is
field.
a football, Mrs. Brown, and it's a football field.
You know what I thought you were going to draw?
What did you think I was
I
going to
thought
draw?
that green was going to be a dollar bill.
Oh, I never thought of that, Mrs. Brown. We could put a picture in the middle and a number. Where's the number 1 on it?
I think it's in the corners.
Is it in the corner? There's. I'm gonna write it in another color. It won't show up in green, huh?
And put
Okay.
George Washington on there.
Boy, Mrs. Brown, this is kind of open-ended. There's a $1 for a dollar bill. And we'll put George Washington in here. George has white hair, long. Oh, he looks like a good president.
Yeah.
Since his picture's kind of green and white, I better give him a nose. He doesn't have a beard, no.
Nope.
He's a nice
He just had
a
a-
dollar bill is a rectangle. You know, Mrs. Brown, football isn't a rectangle. I only drew that
Because of
of
the foot. I know.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
it could be at both.
do you know what I like that's long and brown?
Oh, I know what it's going to be.
Uh-huh.
Because I like it too.
It's a Hershey bar. A Hershey bar has a bunch of rectangles. I think that's so you can share it with your friends.
I
Don't
think
you?
so. You and I share Hershey's.
Me too. I like that Hershey's bar. Now, Mrs. Brown, what would you do for
For
a
a-
Klondike bar? But you know, Mrs. Brown,
think those are
Klondike
squares.
isn't a rectangle, is it?
No, I think they're
Nope.
squares.
We'll have to draw that on our square paper. Well, now you friends can work on your rectangle paper at home. Make sure and leave it in your book, in your pack, so we can see it when we come back to school. See you next time.
Bye, friends.